Alright, I think I'm getting pretty close to the end of this one, or of the main game at least. I don't remember if this is the last one or there's one more
Alex.
after this.
I've checked the schedule for tonight. Nothing major to report. Certainly isn't anything you can't handle. Still, at least my daughter's in for Advance's new initiative. That should liven things up a bit here. Keep up the good work.
You think you would have learned by now.
At 9:15, it's What Music is Best, a rundown of the top-selling songs across the territories. Expect catchy tunes and scenes of an inappropriately sexual nature, not one to miss. At 10 p.m, it's time for Julia's Diary, where the ever-popular Prime Minister reads extracts from her diary in front of a warm fire. Then, at 10:30, is the latest episode of our drama series.
Yeah, this is now becoming PBS or BBC Simulator with being government run.
And this is Jenny. She's the floor manager. Hi, Stacey. That's Colin. He, do you know, just don't talk to Colin.
Not getting involved in bring your daughter to work, eh, Colin?
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
Believe in what?
Just days.
No, I think there's one more after this one. Either way, I'd probably finish it.
Girl.
10 seconds, everybody.
One day's a myth.
That explains so much. Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolfe. And who's this, you might be wondering? Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm joined tonight by my foster daughter, Stacey. Say hello, Stacey. Go fuck yourself. Say hello, Stacey. All right then. Here are the stories that matter to you.
Yeah, you had that
First
one
up,
coming.
With Advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you what keeps you going. I know that I, for one, was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has really put the smile back on my face. This is from Drew in Humberset. To take our minds off things, me and my partner have been building this house for our hamster. It really does distract us from thinking about the 85% sterility rate. So next week, we're building Nibbles a tiny conservatory, a loft conversion, and a holiday home. Thank you for that. And if you've started a new hobby, do write in and tell us about it.
This isn't even news
Next
anymore.
up, you know how we love your uncanny comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things
She's so
of
dead
sport,
Saturday,
the
don't blame her.
unbelievable way our menu centres are now able to feed every team member every single day. Catherine from Berkeldown sent us this, saying, I couldn't help but spot the face of poor departed Peter Clement in my 4th lager this morning. Oh, I'm not sure if I see it, Catherine, but then again, I'm only on my 3rd. Do keep those coming.
Somehow I believe that.
Do keep those coming in. You have a go. We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from. Yeah, and then read it out. Okay.
So this one says it's from John in Stokely. Before I was convicted, I'd never read a single book, but since I was released from Betterman, I haven't been able to stop. I'm even working at a library, and on my lunch breaks, Mr. Wordyworth spell checks my tattoos.
We absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better teams. So do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey. No, you're right. Come on, give it a try.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
Right, bit of a change of pace coming up here. You'll need to use the S-Effect buttons for the next segment, but Advance have already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
What a tool. Being that posh, I'm not surprised.
First up tonight on the NNN, it's time to from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital. We're going to hand over to Julia Salisbury. I suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey?
She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers.
Okay.
Damn.
approval there from Stacey. Let's go live.
I keep forgetting these stupid rules for the censor bar.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Awards. Of all the many duties I have as team leader, this is by far the most pleasant.
No.
As I so often say to you, the uneven past is now, following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us.
I'm not doing it.
This is the new future. And I say to you, it's better now. It's better now. I am delighted to be joined here tonight by one of the oldest people in Territory 1. He was born over 107 years ago. Please give a warm team welcome
Territory
to
1,
Alfie
what is this, Mega City?
So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been some of the highlights? Alfie? Alfie? Is he all right? Is he all right?
His hearing aid isn't turned on.
Could you turn it on? Could you turn it on?
He says it drains the battery.
Well, so you tell him that we'll buy him a brand new battery after the presentation.
Yeah, he says that's fine then. And I will help him with that. Yeah.
If you would. Sorry, can't get the staff.
Yeah. We got it.
So, Alfie.
What?
You're 107 years old.
Oh, don't bloody remind me.
Would you like to tell the audience what that's like?
Where is everybody?
Well, out there, in the dark. Oh, bless him, it's not just the ears.
Who are you? 2 sugars, please.
I'm Julia Salisbury, the Prime Minister.
A lovely story. Who are you really?
No, I really am the Prime Minister.
Oh, you're a
woman.
Woman.
Women can do anything men can do these days, Alfie.
Can you piss standing up?
I can't say I've ever tried.
No, I didn't think so. 2 sugars, please, and not too much milk.
Shall we get to the awards, Alfie?
Are you going to ask me about my life?
Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that. So.
When I was 9, I wanted a pet, so I asked me mum and pap. There was no television then, back then, you know. We made our own entertainment out of coal and roadkill.
Well, that's fascinating.
So they got me a pet, see? But it weren't a dog. They told me it were a dog, but it were a stone.
A stone?
Yes. So I called it Pat, which was a popular name for a dog back then, on account of the king having a patchy face. And I decided to introduce him to pretty little dirty Thimble, who lived up the road.
Oh, how romantic.
She threw my dog in the river.
Whoa.
That was the day I decided I'd never marry.
And that's the secret to your long life?
Oh no, I've been married 7 times. Divorced 8. There was a mix-up with number 3, see? Yes, I'm just lucky.
Yeah, you look like he had the suck. He looks like he had the life sucked out of him.
Soon, Alfie. First, let's turn to the reason we're all here. The weekly Territory 1 Team Awards. First up tonight is a lady who really knows how to put in the extra hours. She works at a transition centre in Handle-Bandlebury, and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1. In the uneven past, she'd have been locked up.
Man, I'm gonna be a Mega City, at least bring Drenched out.
Team player. Please welcome Daphne Snister.
Are you here to change me?
Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
gotcha. I mean, 2 sugars, please. And don't let it steep too long.
I think you're supposed to give me one of those.
Well,
There he goes, look.
Okay, that is kind of funny.
I can't get the arms up any higher than that. You'll have to go down, love. You'll have to go down.
Thank God those fractious times are behind us. Now the territories are thriving.
Are we in? As the actors said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. Got it from here.
She looks like she's working at death camp.
Well done. Miss Mister, everybody. Now, open your envelope and find out what you've won. Crikey, don't hold back there. She's tougher than one of Peter's homemade Eccles cakes.
Got it.
Got it.
I won a holiday for 2 in Territory 15. Used to be called San Palmerino, didn't it?
I believe it did, yes.
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation
Oh,
now.
whoops. Don't want to censor that. Don't want to start doing that now.
Isn't it still on fire?
Miss Mister, everyone.
Oh, what about my change? I've been in these wire fronts for 3 days now.
We'll get to that, Alfie. Next up tonight is a couple from Farnley who, after a rocky start losing their family's ill-gotten gains to the Assets and Wealth Act, have really embraced the new future, setting up a community farm and petting zoo in their local area for all the local children to play. Please welcome Otho and Lobelia, Jackson Randy Gannett.
Pedal, Alfie.
You know, when I was in the trenches, I had a pal called Scotty Wilson. He was from way up north, so I didn't understand a bloody word he said. But he were my best mate.
Should we just grab them first?
Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger Ayres. There was him, Fiddly Eric, Unstable Terry, and of course, Leggy Sidney. She were a girl. But she had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway.
Damn.
First
That's
girl
brutal.
any of us had ever seen comes up. She's dead now. They all are. Smudger
I don't think that's an
and
appropriate
Scotty,
reaction to that.
Fiddly got shanked in Frankfurt prison in Alden over in Olive. And Terry, he exploded quietly. Sidney got a fatal skin condition. Scratched herself to death.
Thanks, Alfie. Great contribution. So, Otho and Lobelia, a petting zoo.
After we lost all our wealth, we discovered there were actually people who had never even owned a pony. So we decided to do something about it. That's the type of people we are, you see. Advantage of a private education, probably.
Well, I'm sure we could debate that all night, but there's no time. So, let's see what you've won.
Yes, but before we do, there's something I want to say to you.
Oh, absolutely. Every citizen of the new future has my ear.
When advance came to power, you took all of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
Quite literally, in my case, I used to collect shirts.
You might as well have the rest of it, too.
Oh,
Whoa.
security!
Oh God, not again. If I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Fannies and the news are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off my channel, Alex.
I don't think that's...
It isn't right and it isn't fair.
You tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know. Oh, no, you don't.
You can't mix pearls with swine. It isn't right. We used to have 3 horses. They would hung well.
Get him.
And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth.
See, even the cops are women now.
Bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly, please?
As the actress said to the bishop.
Tell me this isn't a shot against feminism.
Hello, Alfie Tadge Badger. Pleased to meet you.
Took you long enough.
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh, 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 oh. The brother won't know what he knows. You know, this reminds me of when I was in my 20s and we go to the promenade at Shining on Sea and watch all the pretty girls on the beach. Everything was black and white then, of course. We'd visit the Penny Arcade and try to win a block of lard to take home for the family. You couldn't buy lard in those days. You had to win it. Oh, it was so much simpler back then. Boys were boys, girls were girls. Everyone else was
Had to see a bit of that.
by the circuses. There were loads of them, you see, circuses, with their big tents and their candy floss. You'd hear the music with a pipe organ drifting over the nearby fields. My mum used to call it the most magical sound in the world. This was before she lost her hearing after giving a particularly loud round of applause. Did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
The circus, just the tea, pet. Just the tea, pet.
Well, that was an unexpected dose of naked nostalgia. Some people simply can't let go of the past. That's why I look in joy and fervent admiration at the younger generation. So cohesive, such a team. And with fertility falling throughout the territories, we should value our fabulous new generation now more than ever. Our final winner tonight is a go-getter who really went and got him, helping to root out more than 170 disrupt collaborators in his own neighbourhood. Since then, he's gone to be a senior cadet leader and organised all of the entertainment at last year's Camp Cooperation. Our final winner tonight, Edwin Neverley.
Oh, I'll be
You should be in a transition centre, you old nonk. Prime Minister. It's an absolute pleasure to finally meet you. We're very similar, in my opinion.
Well, I've never been much of a role model.
Nonsense, Prime Minister. You have saved this country. You have fought enemies, foreign and domestic, with 9 fists. As with my own tiny fists have I.
Well, let's open the envelope and find out what you've won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
Man, that's the worst kind of person to get indoctrinated.
A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Betty. It's just what you always wanted. Let's show the fools where they went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely. And if they won't re-integrate, we retaliate. Just like you did at Liberation Day. Thank you for this award. And stay vigilant. Report the non-cohesives. Be a team player.
That concludes tonight's awards. Join me next week when...
Hey, you created this monster. You don't get to act surprised.
Back to you, Megan.
Prime Minister Salisbury there at a highly eventful team awards ceremony. Any thoughts on this one, Stacey?
The nurse was fucking
Oh, my mic isn't
scary.
picking that up.
The pretties were saggy, and that little prick will never lose his virginity.
You're probably right about that.
Succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break, we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere. You won't believe who's on the red carpet tonight. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back. And we're out! You know, somewhere else in this building.
Oh, Alex, one other. What's
I
that?
almost missed that one.
You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work, Petunia, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course. I'll speak to you later.
Dude.
Oh, Alex, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it. You're lucky your Susie is outside the catchment area and exempt for today.
Advance are calling on talented, creative people from across the territories to submit their most stirring creations as entries in the United Territories.
Are you receiving a...
Are
you fucking...
They're looking for a new song for the new future. Something that speaks
Got a point.
and to your hearts. An original composition of cooperation and cohesiveness. A song of solidarity for a steadfast society. No previous songwriting experience is required. All you need to do is record or
just rip that circuit breaker right out.
And, if possible, arrange it for a modern 39-piece chamber orchestra or 44-voice choir. The entries will be judged by a
Patrick and Robin are just going to grab you the hand and then get these generic links on your sheet and glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Bet you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
It's bringing your daughter to work day.
Space opera.
Where is our honoured guest?
2 and 5.
Boy band.
So why not put on
Heat rash.
Whoa.
Hotspot when it launches.
sharpen your
Heat
music
rash.
stick and have a go.
They're running out of names, aren't they?
I'm here with computer games up with them. That songs too.
Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to? What's it to you?
And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Zero sympathy from me.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition and premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
I can't deconstruct it.
Captain?
I can't deconstruct it. I can't deconstruct it. Robots!
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that? You think I don't grow that?
No, Dick, I'll kill you. Think of Sat, I'll kill you.
There's something in your face, Chief Harrison! Chief Harrison!
Dead.
I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted,
Quasar.
but I didn't notice it.
Captain.
I'm buffering, bitch, you said.
I've got one on you.
God damn it, blast it off!
Here's a map.
What's a map?
What's a map?
Okay.
What
so
the hell is
we're
even
moving
going
to
on?
Star Avenue, some left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky 3-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols? This corner. This is the key.
Shut it down.
Yes, yes, we can shut it down. Yes, we can shut it down.
But we have to ask ourselves. Who are we? Who are we?
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey? Thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
The robots were alright. I guess.
They certainly were. Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square, who I believe has got the star
Man,
of
that
the
was
show.
a lot nicer than I would've been.
Robin, star of the show.
Shall we?
Yes, we are live from Western Square with a man who needs no introduction, Lawrence Blunderclatch. How has your evening been so far?
Magical. Absolutely magical. My most dear friends all gathered here to celebrate my life. One really couldn't ask for much more, could one?
Well, on that note, with award season just around the corner, are you hoping to add to your collection for a 3rd time?
Well, I really couldn't say. But if the association deigned to honour me for a 4th time...
I hope if they do make a sequel to this, they make the interactivity better.
But let's just say that I know of 3 little gold men who are getting rather lonely.
Absolutely.
Because I've won 3. 3 little awards.
And each more deserved than the last. Well, it's safe to say that your career has gone supersonic in the last couple of years. How's that been?
Well, as I was saying to Stephen over yesterday, that's Stephen Spellman, the Stephen Spellman, the lovely chap, an unbelievable mind. I said, Stephen, you know, this really has been quite the ride. Did you know what he said? He agreed with me.
Wow. And what do you attribute your success to?
Well, if we're talking actual numbers, I'd have to say 60% talent, 30% looks, and 10% passion. Brackets general. Not to mention the incredible coverage on election night. That really was the start of it all. That and my own range of sick bags. Lawrence's chunder catch.
Wow, who could forget? Well, it's been a delight talking to you, as always. Thank you so much. Well,
I also have to get rid of the
Patrick
musical
Bannon
sections
should
because those are
be the
usually the
little
worst
C for a
parts.
conversation that doesn't involve vomit. Patrick!
They're not fun to play and they're not fun to watch.
Not. You actually joined here by
Billy Bob Jean Short. And surely you recognize my youngest pop sensation, Lil D.
Lil D's nuts.
Drops next week.
Actually, we weren't expecting Lil C. Is she?
She's around. She's not been feeling very well. She's put me in charge.
Has she?
Well, the courts have. They gave me stewardship over her estate, her finances, and her internal soul. Praise Craglaw!
Praise Craglaw. Wow. But is she coming just because we've got some questions for her?
Well, she might be along later, but as our legal and spiritual guardian, I'll be happy to answer all any questions on her behalf.
And Lil D, was it? Well, you look great.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I feel great.
Well, who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Little C and you could be too.
Really?
Little C's new line launches tonight. This is one of my favourite looks. It's called...
Okay, game.
What a unique name. Hard to spell though.
But of course, Lil C is basically fashion royalty now with a veritable clothing empire to her name.
Yeah, well, the label's gone from strength to strength since our initial TV launch. Since our initial TV
Yeah, that's right.
So really, we have all you to thank for all this. You know, this hat costs more than my second just hat. Feel that?
Yes, it's a nice hat.
I don't know about that one, sir.
Fruit Magazine has named me the youngest self-made success story ever.
And do you have any advice for anyone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Absolutely. All you
what's
need
going on
to
the
succeed
affairs
on your
this one?
own is your family's financial backing and pre-existing fame. It's not rocket science, people. It's not rocket
Well,
science.
but in sadder news, am I right that Lil C is going to be retiring from music?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm sure you can imagine. At 25, she's far too old for pop music now.
What the hell?
She can't keep up with these young stars. So, her best-of album is out now, and she's touring that later this year. And then, her farewell tour the year after that. And that's her last chance to see her. So, until the reunion tour,
Okay,
and then
game.
the classic tour after that. But it's been a long and varied career, as you can imagine. She's very
Oh, and if her health's bad, then maybe it's for the best.
What's wrong with her health? Oh, what's wrong with her health? Yes, her health. Her health. And it's surprisingly expensive treatments. Curse you, Zaytan! Damn your intergalactic justice!
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what's going on
Get
about.
back. Those babies aren't going to sell themselves, or possibly at all. Billy Bob, Lil C, D, thank you so much for joining me, and do pass our best wishes to Lil C.
Who?
Now, it looks like Robin is with a music legend who actually is irreplaceable. Is that who I think it is, Robin?
Absolutely is, Patrick. Jesus, almost can't believe you're here. How have you been?
You know, I like to walk amongst the peoples every now and then. It makes me feel close.
Man, I am thirsty tonight.
Right.
Not in that way.
To be close is to be human. And to be human is to be apart. Oh, that was good, write that down. Rachel, write that one down.
It's good to see you've done so well.
Calm down, Idris Elba.
Thank you, my child. You know, I have you to thank for that. If it was never for your show supporting me and my music, I never would have transcended.
Now, there are rumours going around that you might be running for office. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, that's absolutely true, yeah.
But you're aware that elections have been suspended in the territories?
No, I'm not running to be no Prime Minister.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Of course they're suspended.
I'm going to be King of the Moon.
King of the Moon?
Yes.
No, sorry. You're running for King of the Moon?
No, I'm not running. No. It's my birthright.
And does this have anything to do with promoting your upcoming hip opera, Jason Space?
Hush now. Cynicism is so unmean.
Okay. And how long will this last? Will it go the way of last year's Living as a Mouse fiasco? Or maybe your foray into ventriloquist beats?
I don't make them rules. I merely live by them.
It's true what they say, though. Once you vote communist in, the only way to get rid of them is through violence.
You know, I don't believe in film. Thou shalt keep thine image still and holy. That's chapter 4 of Jesus Christ.
Or watching them completely destroy and bankrupt themselves.
Thank you for your time, and good luck with your new life in space.
And with you, my child.
Well, Megan, that's what success looks like. I'm going to see if we can grab someone else to have a chat. Back to you.
Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacey.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them, maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Go on, try me.
Well, Bumbanonk is so old he's like 1 week away from the transition centre, so who cares? And Lil C was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's just another fucking loony. And Jesus is a disrupt-loving wanker who should have died with the rest of them 3 years ago.
You're right.
You agree with me?
No, you're right, I don't like your opinion. But thankfully, we can go back to Patrick now, who has another familiar face to catch up with. Oh, Patrick, what's the atmosphere like there?
It's absolutely electric, Megan. I can't quite believe it either, but he's here. It's Crazy Neil.
Hey, hi, ho, how you doing?
Neil, our audiences just love you. They really connect.
Yeah, this section is just nothing but interference.
What's it like suddenly being so popular?
It's crazy. People stop me in the streets, they expose themselves, they write me threatening letters. You know, the stalker has become the stalky. A real taste of Neil's own medicine, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, what's been the most challenging thing?
Oh, we'll have to get the tea on that one.
It's places like this, you know, being around actors and rock stars. They're real crazy, and Crazy Neil knows crazy, and I'm used to being the loudest whack job in the room.
Crazy Neil makes me money.
Yes, I can imagine.
But I know what you're thinking. Hey, Neil, where's the crazy deal? Where's the crazy deal? We got crazy deals on chairs! You ever sit in a chair and knock your socks off?
No, I can't say that I have.
Makes a mess of the carpet. But what do you say? We got a deal? Well, what about Betty Andrews' handbag? It's real leather, it's real cheap, and it even contains our heart medicine. Spicy! You've got the chair, you've got the bag. You're really busting my balls. What can I do to convince you? Let me throw in my wife, Mrs. Neil. It's the latest model. Not a scratch on her, pearls like a charm. What do you say? We got a deal.
Look, I can't take your wife.
Yes, you can. I got loads of them. Come on down to Crazy Deals. We got crazy deals on chairs. We got crazy deals on meals. We got crazy deals on wheels. We got wheels on meals, meals on wheels. We even got endangered seals. And we got meals with endangered seals. Yeah!
Thank you, Neil. Well, it's always a dream come true to meet a hero. How about that, Megan? The man himself. Aren't we lucky? Back to you.
Thanks, Patrick. What a colourful interview there on what looks like an amazing night. They certainly know how to make an entrance. And the automated really does seem to have unstoppable written all over it, because despite Boris Hawley in Hours magazine calling it Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which ends with the words, and he hasn't even had the decency to see it through, the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen record pre-bookings and looks set to run for months and months. But let's go back to those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin, you seen anything unusual there?
Thanks, Megan. Well, will you settle for the territory's most eligible bachelor? 5 years ago, Steve Saxon was an unknown. Then a series of incredible performances in acclaimed productions from Hamlet's Jam to the curious rise of Algernon Ding Dong made him the most wanted man in drama. He's been voted sexiest man under 25 for 3 successive years. Now, let's see if he'll talk to the NNN. Excuse me.
Yeah, the sad part of this is this kind of shit is actually part of the news these days.
To talk to the NNN.
Oh, hi, the NNN. You know, your show gave me my first chance at an audience. The raw me, Steve 1.0.
I remember. Even then, everyone could see there was something so special about you. The whole thing is burned into my mind.
A moment is the very least I can give your amazing viewers in return.
Not that we're actually going anywhere. Where is she?
Are you going to introduce us to your day?
But of course, this
I'm
is...
Charlotte Winstanley-Hudson. I was in Hey Friendship too. You know, that scene you burned into your mind. I was in that.
No. Sorry. Don't remember you at all. Are you sure you were in that?
Yes, I was the pretty one. Tell her, Steve.
Looks are really important.
Well, if you say so, Steve. So, it's been a big year for you. I believe you've been tackling the Bard.
Yeah, so I've been working with an enfant terrible called Quentin Suckerpunt. We've been doing all the Shakespeares.
Crikey, all of them?
Yeah, so we shoot one a week. I play all the parts, so I learn them at the weekend and then we shoot them naked in his steam room. The lighting in there is really good.
Sorry,
that's creepy.
Yeah, well, he is. I'm in a variety of hats. It's an old theatrical tradition.
I had a single out. It was called Look at Me.
And you did that advert, didn't you, babe?
Is that your dental floss?
And the sex tape, of course.
Steve!
And the
I don't like to talk about that. Although apparently it's available for $11.99 everywhere. Just ask your newsagent.
So, what is your favourite Shakespeare play then, Steve?
Allergies.
It's a wordy one.
It's starting soon. I'm going to miss the trailers and we haven't even got any popcorn yet.
She'll be here.
Oh, I'm sorry we're late, guys. What took you so long? There was an injured pigeon. I'll explain on the way in.
Now, of course, I remember you from that legendary first appearance.
Really? Her too?
You were such a serious little thing. You had that horrible sister.
Yes, that was me. I'm the horrible sister.
Don't be so hard on yourself, babe. Looks are really important.
So, what have you been up to, Harriet?
Actually, last year I was overseas bringing art to the starving children from outside the territories. They may not have food, but they can still have Canada.
Good for you.
And now I'm in an experimental physical theatre piece about the existential angst of wicker.
Amazing. So,
we do it above a pub on Thursdays. I was also the girl who got murdered in the bath in Night Slasher 3.
Haven't seen it.
But she was brilliant.
Thanks, Steve.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Thanks, Steve.
I think it's starting soon and I really need a thing on.
Oh my god, you need the moon now. We're going to completely miss the trailers. You were so selfish. Sorry.
We've got to go.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much for talking with us and enjoy the movie.
Thanks. Love the NNN.
I love you guys. Stop showing off. Sorry. Love you guys.
Oh my God, Megan, I can't believe that. Steve Saxon, Harriet Winstanley-Hamilton, and someone else, can't remember her name for the life of me. I'm too starstruck. If I'm honest, I think I've just come. Back to you, Megan. Back to you, Megan.
How did that not get censored?
Saxon, alright.
Mated opens in cinemas across the territories this weekend. What a star-studded event, eh, Stacey? Star-studded event.
Damn, the fact that I didn't have to censor that is
of course.
so shocking I forgot to change back.
These messages. We'll be back. I still go to the cinema.
Get yourself a video recorder, like the one at the Heim.
A video recorder, it's just not the same, is it?
You're right, it's better. No unevens chatting and chewing all the way through.
What about kissing people on the back row? Doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
Feeling better?
What? Gotta get set up for heat rash. And there he is. It was on his rider. Apparently it's medicinal.
Rory's always high. Even though
God, she speaks.
he's a stupid cunt.
He was shooting.
They seem to be a bit funny stuff in this one.
Oh, don't worry. It's so much better.
It's what now? Oh, here's Megan. She's going to be interviewing you.
Hello. Hi.
This is her. This is Stacey.
Well, hello there, Stacey.
Ronnie. Right. No, I'm sorry, but if we can't be polite, you're going to have to wait in the dressing room. Whatever.
I don't think
you
he
want
gives
to
a
go
shit.
and wait in the dressing room? Hmm? No what? No.
Signs of the new future.
Sit up straight. You're very English.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
Fucking right, Noko. What's that? What's Noko?
In 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. For our final segment tonight, Stacey and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash. Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this weekend. So, let me see if I can get this right. It's Nolan.
I write the songs.
Ronnie.
That's what it says on the tattoo.
Oh, you've got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be Chinny. Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean. God, you're so fucking embarrassing. Dale. Crikey, Dale, you do not look old enough to be in a band.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one. I have a growth disorder.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's so cool, PT.
It's only messy, maybe.
He's actually 58.
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, are you, boys? Oh, you must be TP. What does TP stand for?
Tiny prick.
It stands for team player.
I see.
I think the first one's more accurate.
Nickname.
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Pronouns was a shit name for a member of a boy band.
No co, Ronnie.
Yeah, no co, Ronnie.
No co, Ronnie.
Sorry, what does no-co mean?
It's the opposite of Soko. It's the opposite of Soko.
Fuck's sake. Soko. Yeah, so cohesive. You pretees say you cool.
Right, okay, thank you, Stacey.
I'm sorry about her.
Not your fault, she's uneven.
So, you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels, didn't you?
Yeah, Team Players with a Z.
So, how did that work then?
Well, actually, Dale and I knew each other from school. We were actually classmates. And
Fuck's sake, Nolan, mate. Give someone else a chance. We all went on Team Players. We all auditioned. The judges put us into bands. And, yeah, we went to their houses and they just put us into bands.
it's an example of how we're greater than the sum of our parts when we're working hard.
And occasionally singing it.
So every week on the show, they get these bands and they give them a song that the producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the song.
And the public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated. Yeah.
Mum.
No-co. Pretty so no-co. The band who get the most approval get to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Mum.
What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore. We don't use the L word anymore.
Would you please stop saying that? Would you please stop saying
That word is a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go-Getters, I learned very early that we only win.
Man, you're talking about like a bunch of millennials.
Sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no? That's just
I thought you were so.
I should know. I'm one of them.
I am so good.
Nah, you're a shrinker. Can't be friends with shrinkers.
She doesn't know what you're talking about. She doesn't understand.
So I do understand, actually, Stacey.
What's a shrinker?
Freaking participation trophy kids.
A shrinker.
What's a pretty, Mum? What's a pretty?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
New territories.
It's someone who turned 18 before the new future. We call you pretees.
Uneven.
Mimis. Nonks.
It's not her fault she's old. She can't help it.
It's not her fault she's old.
I'm trying to help you here.
I don't think I need your help.
See? Total
I need
Mimi.
your help.
See?
Is that so?
Yes, obviously. Yes, obviously.
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore. But the truth is, Disrupt were violent, no-co, bricks, being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
Listen, not everyone over 30 supported Disrupt.
Not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
So-co, Stacey. So-co.
We've all learned maybe a little bit more than we expected to there.
I'm genuinely delighted to have met you.
Yeah, you know them schools have been indoctrinated.
I think you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing a song from Girls and Why We Love Them All called Pieces of My Heart, which is about a real relationship I have with an actual girl.
Oh, no, give it a rest, mate. No one cares. Go on, let's get on these stools, lads.
Right.
Let's get on these stools, lads.
Right.
There we go with this crap again.
Stacey, can I get your contact?
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing your song, Terry.
Right you are.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces of My Heart. Are you excited, Stacey?
Not for me, no. I only listen to blip music and a bit of jizzcore. Pop music is...
Ah yes, I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh? Keep the shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
These are such a done.
I saw you standing by the man you sent with a brand new pair of flappers, baby. Do you remember? You took the first of the pieces of my heart. You wandered into a bush and grabbed a vodka and stank. Took our assets and our wealth and drew them out of the bag. I gave you little pieces of my heart. I didn't know two hearts could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last and leave them in the uneven path. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I don't want you to pay. You make me crazier than Neil today.
I hate this. I hate it.
Liberation night, girl, I was sitting beside you. We sat there shaking all the way through incisors. We held each other as things fell apart. We took a train through all the territories and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart. I didn't know that life could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last. I leave them there, the uneven path. Share the new future as my bride. Snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times you have cried. As my old man used to say, blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play.
Yeah, if anything gets tossed in the sequel, I really hope it's these.
Make me crazier than
Once again, they're not fun to play and it's not fun to watch. It's honestly just annoying.
and now I'm
You know, that even if it is part of the satire, it's still annoying.
I'm trying to find the pieces of my heart and leave them in the uneven parts. Share the future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neo. Crazier than Neo. Crazier than Neo today.
Damn.
Wow. Well, fantastic. Thank you, Heat Rash.
Was it though?
Fantastic. Thank you. That was actually really good.
You lying.
Best of luck. Thank you for coming in. Best of luck. Thank you. Now it's almost time for final thoughts tonight, and I've actually asked Stacey to write a few, and they're just being programmed onto the auto cue now. Now I have no idea what she's going to say. So fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room just in case.
Yeah, you're not kidding about that one.
Take it away, Stacey.
My name is Stacey. I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there. Anyway. I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from the mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore. But I'm pretty sure that it's not rehashed movies and fucking boy bands, so...
You got that right.
Anyway. I'm going to talk about what's important to me. When Advance were first elected 6 years ago, I was 9, and in a home. Not a family home like you call a home. This was a state children's home. It was fucking awful, actually. It was like a Charles Dickens book. The roof leaked and the walls were damp some mornings. The food was bad. Drugs and alcohol were everywhere. No one cared. You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us. And yes, as you'd imagine, there was a lot of some bad stuff went down there with some of the staff. Okay. Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election. And like a miracle, things started to change. They got better. Had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what? A second miracle. It worked. The bullying stopped. My life got better. Because
at the cost of everyone else's.
There was enough money to do the good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined Go-Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. Another miracle. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who were doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer. But what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does and realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me. And you can cry and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles. Wow, thank you. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's keep making tomorrow better.
And we're out.
Is that alright?
Yes.
Yes, that was more than all right.
Although the fighting has actually given him something to think about. The dark clouds of war still
So
loom
I guess
over our united land.
You're going to be taking me back to the home now then.
Know who forced our hand.
I was thinking we could
Tyrants
go out
of the world
somewhere
would
and, I
spread
don't know,
their
have a
oppression
meal,
to our team.
talk
Their war has denied us the
about
right
our
to our
options.
children, even as they
If that's
still refuse to feed
Of
their
course, Miss
own.
Wolf.
But they
Security
have
will be standing by.
underestimated us.
So they're always there then.
Our bodies.
There was
they
a
will never damage our will
few years
or
ago.
break our
Oh,
mutual
with that Jeremy bloke.
bonds.
I heard about that, everyone did.
May be challenging, but happiness
Were you here
is
back then?
everywhere. Satisfaction
Doesn't look old
radiates from every metric. We are producing more and faster
Yeah, she
than
does.
ever before. We have more time to focus on our inner lives for leisure.
That was definitely not interference free.
People of the territories, today is the day we take back control.
Man, these loading times are long. I don't remember it being this bad. That's probably why I didn't watch these a lot. And it's not like my PC's super
We
slow.
absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been.
Your stories here at the NNN.
Happy now? Yeah, ecstatic. You know what? This actually used to be called the National Nightly News. Now it's just...
Nobody cares.
Everything all right here? Okay, Stacey? Can I get you a glass of water? Good luck. Kill me.
Oh, sorry, I forgot my murdering kit today.
Pissy.
Do you want me to leave?
No, Stacey, I just want you to try.
Coming back from the titles, quiet in the studio.
Stacey.
She's got a lot more going for her than you.
Okay. Surprising vote of approval there from Stacey. Let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, it's nice to get an opinion.
I want to hear her. Can you shut up, please?
Stacey, if we could just
No,
reduce
no,
the
no,
word,
shh,
we've got to shut up so that Stacey.
Including you, Mum.
Oh.
Just like, nah. Yeah, there needs to be a higher speed.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, and then you've got these generic links on the autocue to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Don't you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
This bring your daughter to work day.
Man, where's that? Must have been this one. Or not.
Wearing the right underwear for tonight, do you know what I mean?
You okay?
It's just fucking stupid. How am I supposed to talk about something I haven't even seen?
Oh, come on, you know what they'll say. It's just the usual shit, isn't it? Amazing night, groundbreaking film, wonderful to be here. Oh, you like my outfit? Oh, thank you so much. It was designed by Free for Pumpkin Nuts from Territory 2. Sorry, What? Once, pumpkin nuts is not a swear word, thank you.
I want a pair of heels by Frou Frou Pumpkin Nuts.
Oh no, so you think you do, but actually it's his cousin that designs shoes better.
And what's his name? Eli Watercup?
No, her name is Phoebe Randy.
Coming back now, quiet in the studio.
Except for that shit. Yeah, that's what they all say, and it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, that could end up bad. Man, you trouble with the bills and now you broke ass poor. Yeah, maybe next time don't sign your son up for an indoctrination camp. These time skips are insane. Somehow I think that's really outdated. Okay, here's the last one.
Alex, good evening. That time again. Best not to focus on the problems and all that. Let's just get started. But just so you know, the problems with your equipment continue unabated. Locked buttons, screens flickering on and off, sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue. Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons now. Make sure to use them to keep the show lively. Cheers.
Man, he's so sick of this shit too.
At 11 p.m, it's Lil C's Lil Chats. And tonight, the former singer is asking Dr. Adrian Atkinson-Blimey what he's been up to since the cancellation of Incisors.
What have you got me?
Apparently, it's mainly jigsaws.
Nothing.
No, come on, seriously. It's not even a cake.
I'm sorry, no.
Okay. Alright.
How old are you then, Cole?
Okay, here we go. Big smiles.
I've actually gained a year. I celebrated 44 last year. It's actually this year. Brilliant.
You're 44. I'm going in 5, 4.
Oh man, this equipment is
3.
bad.
Good evening and welcome.
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
I'm Megan, and I'm joined, as always, by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan, on the excitement scale.
Yeah, exactly. We have got so much SoCo stuff coming up. We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Rankley, who will be cooking up a store.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
Gone on full-on PBS
Very
now.
special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
Coming to you live from the German open rooms in the heart of the capital. It's The Nightly Show.
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
Places by Chef Jordan Rankley. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely Nightly Show pets in Pet Corner.
Fine, suit yourself.
Well, Megan,
Damn
first
straight.
up we have our hamster, Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now,
What?
hamsters are nocturnal, so we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we
I don't know
can...
communists can be that stupid.
Well, the door has been left open. It looks as though Lord Chinks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh.
Sleeping nothing.
Those are our Nightly Show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Or some very similar animals at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be. Patrick Bannon is
Make
with
your
Chef
damn
Jordan
mind,
Rankley,
dude.
and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go into the kitchen.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
That's right, and I'm joined
Make up
here
your damn
by
mind.
Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's Explain about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry?
What?
So, you own
Coincidence,
6
it's a bunch of
restaurants, you've
bunch of women
ordered
turning
9
news into
Ballon
nothing.
Massifs across your career, and you've
You
worked
tell me.
alongside the best chefs in the world. Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried?
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried?
You can call me misogynist all you want, but that's the theme of this.
So, what are we making today, chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness, it's got the acidity of the fruit, and then you get the richness of that pastry. Incredible.
Wow, okay, so
Like, I wasn't kidding when this thing takes a shot
so
at
we're going to
feminism.
start by making our filling. So we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up perfectly. And then straight into the pan.
So, your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on Friday here on Channel 1, so tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh, don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so once we've done that, we set these aside whilst we make the pastry. Yeah?
Yep. Bowl. Yeah? Okay. Sugar. Butter. We mix that together, and then a whole egg.
Actually, freaking chick from the last one said that nobody
What are
watches
you
the news, so
doing,
who
you
the hell
fucking
watches this of
donkey?
all things?
Are your brains the size of that fucking egg?
Oh, no, chef.
Good job. They do a good job ripping off Chef Gordon Ramsay, though.
Mix that with a wooden spoon and work in that flour, okay? Work that into a nice ball of dough, just like that.
So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Just like, what the hell?
Yeah. What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling.
Okay.
Apples, sugar, cinnamon.
I don't even know what the point of the FXX in this section is. They don't
you
do
own
much.
6 restaurants across 5
You don't have to.
territories. Which is your favourite?
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right, now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry. Bit of flour into the dish.
And the filling goes next, right?
Absolutely right. Oh, lovely. Then we're taking the remaining pastry, rolling that into a round, and that goes on the top. Beautiful.
Lovely. Okay.
Right. Wash a bit of water around the rim. Beautiful. Now press gently all the way around. And we're cutting 5 slashes very carefully for the steam. And then brushing the whole thing with a beaten egg.
Lovely. Okay. Ta-da! What do you think?
Oh my god. You, come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after a fucking shit-kicking contest, do you understand?
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You, come here, you. You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition. Visions of the Future!
Visions of the future.
Wow, that looks delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped, addressed envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet. So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing it all down, so we have some amazing runners-up.
Man, everyone's just so dead inside. That's what happens.
We have Hamish, who's 3, from Lunwelly. He calls this Still Life and the Future of God, and it really blew us away. Just look at the line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here,
this is also what happens when you just sanitize media as well.
What I thought at first was a smiley face, or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
Indeed. He's also chosen to just leave a lot of it blank, which I think is really interesting. If we know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But next up we have our second place entry. So in second, drum roll please, we have Keith, 41 from Dungleys. Yeah, Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
Indeed, he says, and it's really rather detailed.
Good lit on that one. Fuck it, I don't care.
Deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death, where only the victor may breed. He also says at the bottom here, either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, "Come back to me, Linda!" Oh, Keith. Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate just off the gate 40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will win the chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality every day. And the winner is... drum roll, please.
I'll help you with that.
You're 8 years old and we absolutely love your picture here. People's Parade. You've got folks walking together, just really celebrating the diversity of our society.
You've got people with all different flags, people celebrating their religion and their bodies, and there's even a game of sports board happening over here. That or some overzealous littering, it's hard to tell.
I love these robots having a little bit
yes,
of
it is.
Getting involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire in what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in, and yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade gifts. Don't go away.
Right. From what I can tell, the vision mix is getting even worse for wear, Alex. I expect things will be more challenging in this next segment, so be careful. Don't take any unnecessary risks. Not like what we're putting out actually matters anymore.
Yeah, a little late to realize that one, isn't it?
I'm on the bus. Not tonight. I'll get cars arranged for you both. Find me when you're done and I'll take you out for the loading bay.
Dwarfed, however, by a massive 9% fertility rate here in Territory 2, who saw an unbelievable 191 births today. Though a nasty cold snap brings bitter winds overnight, so not all sunshine and rainbows. No rainbows in sight over Territories 3 and 4, as a Category 2 storm warning means we advise our residents to spend their leaders' weekend indoors. Though we're sure the happy parents of the 12 new children in Territory 3 will be thanking their lucky stars for an excuse to stay home. Though, of course, nothing to do with stars, more of a hot air, cold air thing. Next, this front...
Yeah, you can't do the weather well.
It's playing havoc with the sound.
It's bad out there. We're being stretched again.
I have to use a high-pass filter.
As they
It's a revolution, Colin.
Well, can you ask them to keep it down a bit?
Jenny, where's Glyn? Can we get him out here? I'm not sure about this grandma one.
He's right with our other guests at the moment.
I just wouldn't say grandma. Yes, grandmother's arsehole. It's much better.
Okay, Reniflex, have your attention, please. Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio. Now, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security, and they're already on their way.
Okay, 10 seconds, so positions and pose.
Okay, this time you've said it.
Laughing, and we're going in 5, 4, 3.
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
We were just saying we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie. I don't know.
You said it didn't matter. Make up your damn mind.
Here it is.
Friggin' rip on.
Out the oven. Oh. Well, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do?
Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Oh. Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in. Okay. Woo.
She's so done.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
Maybe next time we'll just count for the government.
But now you better go and get ready for that next feature. Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. We'll observe you as well observed. Well then, I'd better bring her round.
One for the state of the nation. And one for me.
Best-selling author, lawyer, and thinker. I mean, she's only the blooming team leader. It's Julia Salisbury.
Prime Minister Julia Salisbury.
Oh, welcome, Julia.
Yeah, you didn't like that one.
Oh, so good to see you.
Oh, Megan, you look incredible.
Stop it, I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
Are you taking the piss now?
What do you think?
Wheel of Truth.
That's right, it's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them. That's right, Robin. They're going to spin the wheel to pick a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea.
Lovely.
So up first,
You are drunk off your ass.
Jordan. Let's give it a spin. Yeah, here we go. Oh. Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
It's one fucking time. One time. Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We've heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my God!
Why don't you tell us about it?
You absolutely no, I can't. Okay, so don't judge me, okay? What I do is, oh God, I'm going to lose my job over this.
Oh, we're all friends here, come on.
Oh, okay. So I only have one bra, okay? And so one day a week I wash it, and on that day, I can't wear it.
No! Honestly, raise my taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough.
Bullshit.
Above the show. We'll sort you out.
Oh, are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you? Blushing? I'm not blushing. Come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel. Let's do it.
Man, even if this wasn't this is the most boring game show ever.
It's guess that face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oh my God!
Is that you?
Yes! Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
What I do is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there. Jordan, who is this? Does not look familiar at all.
Oh, wow! Well, I'm glad I was getting fashion advice from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
Just what the doctor ordered.
You look like I'm haunting the fucking place. Right, we've got to move on. Jordan, let's have another spin.
Okay, here we go.
It's my go time. Go on. Sorry, I'm so keen. Let's go so much. Oh, well, you're ready for a treat? Yeah. It's fat or fish. Okay. If you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Now, I'm going to ask you both a question, and all you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready for the question? Yes. Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one? Oh, what a cop-out. How is it? Fucking oh, we made it extra fishy.
I need my fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so Julia, go!
I don't even know what I did wrong there.
Julia, take a look in that box under your desk there.
Yeah.
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Bless him. Julia, what have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it?
Another one, Mr. Bozeman. Don't mind if I do, Mr. Bozeman.
Balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Wow! Give it a go.
Yeah, maybe you should never mistake cut if you don't like it.
Absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on. Do it.
I won't do it.
She's doing it. She's fucking doing it. I have to say, unexpected. Well, gosh, that was our game of Wheel of Truth, and my God, wasn't that fun?
She's so bad.
And now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner.
I think you might be using those sound effects a little too much there.
Join me in Crafty
Make up your
Corner,
mind.
where today I'm going to be ably assisted by Julia. Come on over here. Goodness me, I don't know how you're keeping your dinner down. I can still smell that fish.
Well, to be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on, because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? Oh, all of us there on the sofa.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we could just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Oh, well, not much left in the bottle. Pity not to.
Box here, and Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors. I just want you to get rid of this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Oh, yes. No, in my house we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drink.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised.
It's a bit
if you
tough.
are a child. There we go. Fabulous.
There we go.
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice shiny gold number.
Well, exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I've just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think you... I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
Thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
And all you need to do is cut along the lines there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it, really. I love the 3-potato pie.
3-potato pie, I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash, all wrapped up in a jacket potato. Is that just me that does that?
I don't know, but that sounds starchy. Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. We're going to pop it in the middle, a bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a sofa. That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup. Have fun down there, knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic. Along the line here,
Dude.
down the middle. Exactly right. Then when you've done that, around the bottom and again around the top. Well done. When you're done,
oh, there we go.
It's going to look a little something like this. And look what I've done there. I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can we?
Absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher calibre of guests.
Nearly. It's people. So all we've done to make our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me. Lovely. I'm going to stick it down there.
Channel now.
A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable just there.
And these, of course, are all made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines, so you can have any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you'd like in the studio?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heat Rash.
Nice.
Yes, put that away. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And of course you can decorate them however you want. Perhaps you're a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by... Oh, sorry, that's not supposed to be...
Oh, Mama, that's place. Oh, bloody hell, is it still on?
It's time for a break. When we come back, I'll be on the couch of chat talking to some of you, and I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these messages.
Why do we bother, Alex? What's the point? It's not like this is even close to journalism anymore. How did I let it get this far?
Yes, how did you let it get that far?
Advancements by Julia Salisbury is now available for all. These stories from my formative years in the uneven past are lovingly narrated by National Treasure Lawrence Blunt.
Should we be worried? We've got the Prime Minister here.
It's good that she's here. She's the reason for the extra security.
Are we going to need her?
Possibly. They're back.
It's not very reassuring.
I know. Good thing I'm not your mum, right?
After much pacing, and I confess, a few tears, I settled on the zip-back, boxy pleated skater skirt in dark blue with white sweetheart blouse and the necklace Harry had given me when we'd met in the woods and I'd allowed him to frolic in my days.
It's an honest account of my childhood, because in the new future, there's no need for secrets.
There was just so much injustice in the world, I realised, as Portia Hamilton Mann lured my best
Okay, then.
friend into the convertible her daddy had bought her for Easter. How had I failed to predict the perils of being the poorest postgrad?
Both at the same time, Colin?
Quadruple jointed.
That is not a thing.
Oh yeah, Quadruple runs my family. The Sprungs are huge in circuses and casino and brothels.
Right.
Everybody okay in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would be if you stopped asking us questions like that.
We're expecting troublemakers, but nothing serious. You might hear some noises, but it's nothing to be concerned about. The services know what they're doing.
So, nobody freak out with the shooting star, it's okay. The show must go on and all that. Tits and teeth. Oh, God, sorry.
Thank you, Jenny. Tits and teeth, armed and ready.
10 seconds, everybody.
Best in the business, she is.
In 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the nightly show where it's time for the Prime Minister to face the toughest critics in the territories. You lot out there.
Call us on the usual numbers with your questions for the Prime Minister. First up, we have Humphrey from Hamble Bamblebury.
Lovely place. I'm hoping to retire there.
Oh, good choice.
Are you there, Humphrey? Hello, Humphrey.
No, he did.
We appear to have lost Humphrey. We'll try and get him back, but let's go to another call in the meantime. Who have we got next, Patrick?
Next up, we've got Mandy from Arsminster. Oh, I don't think I'll be retiring there.
Hi, Mandy. You're through to the Prime Minister. What's your question?
Hello? Hello? Mandy? Mandy? What's going on, Jenny? Jenny?
The lines are down.
Oh, well, pull down to maintenance and get...
We can't. All the lines are down.
Well, apologies to our viewers at home. We seem to have a few technical gremlins making mischief behind the scenes. So while we're getting back up and running, Patrick has a couple of questions that were sent in by our viewers earlier this week.
I do?
It's your
Oh, yes. yes, no, of course I do. Well, our first question is from Trisha, who lives on Camera Avenue, and what she really wants to know... Lock the door! What? Lock the fucking door!
Listen to the CCO! Seal the doors! You're Jenny, aren't you? Come in.
That's news.
Don't be afraid, Jenny. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to hurt anyone if we don't have to. All I want you to do is to keep the show on the air. Do you understand? Just do your job and everything will be all right, okay?
Don't be afraid, Jenny.
You two, on your knees over there. Move! So, this is the famous couch of chat, eh?
I don't answer questions at gunpoint, Mr. James.
Oh. You're not at gunpoint, Prime Minister. They are.
Oh, please don't kill me, please. Nevertheless, if you think I'm going to answer to you, then I'm afraid
you don't have to answer to me, Julia. Are the doors locked and sealed?
Yes, sir. No one's getting in or out.
Good. Good. All clear.
Good. Thank you. Yes, good.
Yeah, guess who? Doesn't happen on the other route if he dies. This gets really bad on the if he's dead.
Hello, you.
Why didn't you make contact?
We've only put you in their crosshairs, I'm sorry.
Rotten, selfish bastard.
Yes. Keep the show going. Of course. Let them go, Alan. There'll be no killing tonight. There'll be no killing tonight.
Hello. Sorry, I don't think we've met. I'm Patrick Bannon.
Is that what you're telling yourself, is it? Is that what you're telling yourself, is it? Sorry for barging in. Hate what you've done with the place.
Me too. Would you like your spot?
It's yours now. You wear it well. So, let's talk, shall we?
Armed security are on their way, Mr. Donaldson. I know you know that.
Well, best make use of the time we have, then, eh?
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
No. I think you should stay too.
For safety.
I think you should stay too. For balance. Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Let's welcome back the National Nightly News. Tonight I'm joined by probably the two most influential people in the country, if not the continent.
Yeah, this turns
So let's see
really
if we can't
violent.
kick over a few rocks and see what's lurking underneath. Prime Minister, if I could turn to you first.
I have nothing to hide.
Except that which is already hidden. Prime Minister, what is not effing, Bren?
A beg your pardon?
Norethindrone. It's used in birth control, among other things. If you haven't heard of that, perhaps you could enlighten us in regards to Agrobacterium tumefaciens.
Why would you want to censor on this route?
Absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Donaldson.
Well, that suggests a lack of attention to detail, Prime Minister. It's a bacterium used in the genetic modification of an organism. And I found traces of both these substances in every single one of the menu centre food boxes that I've had analysed, from across the territories, if you want.
What exactly are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything, Prime Minister. I'm just pointing out the facts.
Oh my God. Is that why Kate and I can't have...
So you blamed it on the radioactive clouds from your bombs?
Before Stacey, we tried so many times.
Prime Minister, is there something wrong with the food?
Fine. You want the truth? You think it'll help your viewers sleep at night? Well, here it is. 6 years ago, when we came to power, we had access to the real facts and figures. And they told us we were doomed. The population was expanding at an unsustainable rate.
Boy, where have we heard this
we would
before?
be out of natural resources. We would war over fuel, and then inevitably food and clean water.
Bill Gates with tits, I guess.
It was no exaggeration to say that we were facing extinction. It was supposed to be opt-out contraception, an end to unwanted children, a chance to rebalance. But something went wrong in the testing phase. Nature took over. I never wanted this.
So you covered it up and blamed the sterility on the bombs.
Oh, please don't lecture me on morality, Mr. James. Your hands are far too dirty for that.
Disrupt only did what had to be done.
Disrupt are not the answer. You'll just take us to an even more extreme version of where we were before. Your miserable policies will kill us all.
I'm not the one who built the transition centres.
No, you're from a time where people didn't even have the basic right to choose how and when to die.
You turned children against their parents.
We enabled young people to speak up about the abuse that they were facing. And guess what? Most of that abuse came from within their own families.
Identity cards!
Grow up!
Sterilised us against our will.
I built a sustainable future.
That's too much. That's not for you to choose.
Well, if not me, then who? Who would choose it for themselves?
And isn't it at the heart of all this?
Anyone that doesn't want to have kids?
You
Question
don't
mark.
trust us to choose. You think you know best. You know what's good for us. And if we disagree with you, then you'll send us to betterment. That's why there's no news anymore, because there's no choice. So there's no point.
There should be elections.
Elections have been suspended.
Time to unsuspend them then. If you want to carry on, you'll need a mandate. We have people ready to stand against you in every territory.
So, let's turn to you, Mr. James.
Yes. I want to assure the public that though Disrupt are occasionally forced to violent means, we are not by nature a violent organisation.
Jenny?
Yes, Jeremy?
Could you have this queued up for us, please?
Yes, Jeremy. It'd be a pleasure.
Was that from Disrupt leadership?
In a way. Mr. James, before you launch into your rather premature election campaign, I think it'd be useful for the viewers at home if you were to also answer a question or two.
Of course. When we come to power, one of the first things we'll do is restore a free press. The truth is very important.
That's why you
no
wanted
more
to
hidden
censor?
secrets.
If you say so. From whom do you take your orders, by the way?
I beg your pardon?
Well, you're Disrupt's spokesman, but for whom do you speak?
You know I can't tell you. It's too dangerous for me to say.
Don't worry. I don't share those concerns. You see, I've met with them almost 5 years ago now, back when I was a news anchor. And I also met with them a week ago to discuss tonight's activities. I think they wanted to check that I stick with the script, which really shows how little they know me. So this time, I wore a hidden camera. Would you like to see a little of what we discussed?
No, you can't. She'll have them arrested. They'll be dead by morning.
Not an unfair assessment.
Fortunately, it's not up to me. It's up to Alex in the broadcast room. What's screen, Jenny?
Screen 4.
No, you can't. My people will stop you. Cut the power to your machines.
Well, I would imagine mine will be doing their level best to ensure that Mr. Donaldson's footage gets the airing it deserves. After all, my security forces will be here soon, and I imagine this will end very badly for all of you.
Queued up and ready.
Thank you, Jenny. Alex, showing this will have consequences. For someone not showing it. It's up to you.
Alex, you got us this far. Please don't fall at the last hurdle.
Oh damn, glad I'm not making this choice.
All our good work, all the years of disrupting, you could make it all for nothing. Please, don't play that footage.
And you're absolutely certain in your research?
It's unpalatable but true. Advance are covertly sterilising the population.
Why don't you just release this through your normal channels?
Mr. James is surprisingly efficient rabble-rouser. The peasants respond to his more earthly qualities. But you, Mr. Donaldson, are a face they trust.
We did not risk our operatives' lives to rescue you out of altruism.
And afterwards? Once all this is out in the open?
They anticipate considerable unrest, possibly riots.
Followed, of course, in the restoration of democratic elections, under our control, of course.
Nature abhors a vacuum. You, Mr. Donaldson, will create that vacuum, and we shall be there to fill it.
That will take considerable resources. From what I understand, Advance took your wealth.
The visible billions, yes.
Some markets still prosper.
There will always be addicts.
And those with carnal desires for livestock of all ages. A lucrative business indeed.
And then there are the foreign powers, outside the territories. Those who fear to follow the fate of my glorious Erkistan. For them, no price is too high.
Folks like us are always well
This tape is definitely different on the other route as
no
well.
concern about that. We have the required funds to fight and to win.
And once the fight is done, to make sure this aberrance is never seen again. A return to the natural order of things. The wheat rises to the top and the chaff is burned away. No more living side by side with ill-educated savages. Let the plebs pile up in the ghettos.
Yeah.
A strict order, an end to ungodly acts. Everyone back in their place.
Including our Mr. James. It amazes me how he cannot hear the Damoclean sword as it dangles above his head.
Oh, he was an ignorant bull. He sees only the red cape in front of him.
And so it is with the low orders. They are lost in this new world.
They will gladly walk back to Old One, and they will be ours again, as it should be.
Excellent.
You set me up.
No, Alan, you did that to yourself.
Now do you understand what you're doing?
You understand why we have to.
Pathetic. Neither of you recognises your own reflection.
How long, Jenny?
For long, I imagine. For any of you.
Security are outside. They've been here for 5 minutes, but they're not doing anything. Turns out there's a lot of them who wanted children. We're already a few minutes over, Megan, but with ratings like this, Bozeman's no fool.
Do you want to take us out?
It should be you.
It should be both of us. You start.
Before we go tonight,
one final thought.
There's so much to digest here. What's happened tonight in this political circus.
The tent is collapsing and the ringmasters have lost their glitter.
There will be elections. Soon, I'd imagine. You'll be able to choose.
These two will run. A choice between a shit sandwich and a cold cup of soup. A circus of horrors.
Two extremes, both offering their own form of misery.
You can choose Advance and be equal.
In cages, like performing lions.
Or disrupt and be free.
To struggle and starve.
Or you can do something different. You can run. You can stand. You can stop bemoaning the way things are and change it.
You're good people, and you are sensible people. You
I'm
know the
surprised in
difference
this route they
between
didn't bring
right
up the
and
fact that
Stop whinging and do
this
something.
bitch
Take responsibility.
murdered
Because
their
if you don't,
co-prime minister.
it'll all be left to these clowns.
wrong. And that's the worst circus of all.
My name's Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf.
Have a transformative night.
And then make tomorrow better.
and we're out.
You're done. This program, this channel, all
No,
of you.
Julia, not them. We're done. They got us both.
Your security team say they'll escort you when you're ready. We can call you a taxi, Alan.
Where would I go?
Wherever you want.
Am I under arrest?
You know you've made that impossible, Mr. Donaldson.
But there are those who
My bosses won't be pleased with you.
Child sex traffickers and wannabe dictators. They're the natural enemies of the reporter.
Honestly, this is probably the best possible ending.
We'll do it together.
Yes. And then we'll burn this set.
Yeah, if you knew the route, you don't play the tape. If you play the tape, it's suicide by cop, I believe, although he kills the Prime Minister beforehand. And if you do play the tape, it's a suicide bombing. And that's if Jeremy is dead. I have not done the other route where you don't help disrupt at all, but I can't imagine. I don't know if there's any potential good in it now. But yeah, this is not the kind of game I normally play, especially with how light of an interactivity it is. But it's done well enough as being satirical commentary of politics, as well as sort of a more lighthearted take. Well, it's not lighthearted, it's really implied, but it's more of a humorous take on something in this similar vein of 1984 or Animal Farm. And again, it's nice to taking more of a shot at communism in this day and age instead of taking the easy route of fascism. But next, let's do not broadcast. I might or may not do the DLC. If I do, that'll probably go into that DLC. There are a bunch of other endings, but it would take way too long to do them all. You'd have to play through existing sections completely over. No skipping. And I'm not in the mood for that. So yeah.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Accord. The new centralist party snatched victory from under the noses of the mainstream parties.
Incoming Prime Minister Fatima Chowdhury called Accord's win proof that the major parties had lost the trust of the nation and signalled the end of extremist politics.
Neither Advance nor Disrupt, who failed to garner even 10% of the vote between them, have released a statement.
Later, we'll be looking in detail at the election results across the nation before Jeremy brings us a report on the recent unrest in Valdez.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Yeah, this is great to tell which endings you've seen. It's more than I thought there'd be. I don't know what other decisions I'd be missing since on the current path I need to whether or not I play the game. And then do the same thing for where he's dead. He's dead on the same route. So that's another 4. And I don't know what happens on the other route, so yeah, quite a bit of busy work doing that. But we're not going to be doing that.